Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round playoffs on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery.
60 kicks first. Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They'll blow the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson, 48 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right?
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay, 71 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Caught by Wilson. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that's caught inside the 30. this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and 4. His throw caught right around the 6. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, we know this defense. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Going to give this time to the tailback. Finding room at the 30. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a completion to Wilson. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punt.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, 37 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here. A very eventful divisional round weekend. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 41 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw here. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And this is caught. It's Parker. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the delay, here's a Johnny. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 36 yards out. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Now they try the right side here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Milano picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job.
And he's going to go down again. And on for his second sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Wilson's got it complete. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. That's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 3. His throw incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now back to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
There you go. Hey, box drop, box drop.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do?
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jay with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Selma, man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. 2nd and 9 now. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.